regarding the man?
There's some rumours coming out of Italy today, and are interesting. But how do I put this? Right, the rumour goes that Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who is now in a senior advisory role at AC Milan, has told the board that they have to go and sign him in January, if possible, if not at the end of the season. Now, it's interesting that this story's coming out at this time because I think a year or so ago, before he got injured, there were about 4 or 5 clubs, and we wrote the story at this end, saying that it included AC Milan and Juventus, a couple of others at that time. Now, from my sources in Italy today, what I'm hearing is, look, it's no great surprise. Nobody over here is in the least bit surprised to in fact, they are mentioning Lewis Ferguson as a name on AC Milan's list. Obviously, it becomes a little bit sexier when you're saying that Zlatan has personally identified it. Mm-hmm. But I don't think Zlatan has got involved. As far as I'm aware, there's been no talks between Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Lewis Ferguson's advisors. I don't believe at this minute in time the AC Milan have approached Bologna to seek it, to express an interest in doing anything in January. But everybody you speak to in Italy says, look, they are crying out for a number 8/10 attacking midfield player, and Lewis Ferguson has been on the list now since long before he got injured. My information was that just before he got injured, he was, within touch and distance of sealing a deal with Juventus. His old boss from Bologna is now at Juve and has stayed in touch with him and is checking on his welfare. And I'm sure he's just doing that because he's a lovely guy. But listen, see by the end of this season, if not in January, I think January, he's only just come back. What has he played? 1 game or something?
One start, I think.
One start.
Yeah. So, I think it's a watching brief now. I think you just wait and see how's he doing. Give him another 6 months at Bologna. I fully expect that the likes of Zlatan and Juve will be on the phone at the end of the season, and the two of them might have to end up in a bit of a bidding war, which is exciting times. Another Scottish player absolutely thriving.
They just signed an extension, didn't they, his contract recently?
I think that was to financially protect Bologna.
100%.
Bologna know.
They must know there's bids coming.
Bologna know that their ex-manager wants to take him to Juve, and it's an open secret.
That's what I was going to say to you. You're talking about AC Milan. You'd be amazed if whatever club comes in for him, Thiago Motta isn't just going to sit back and let that happen, given his relationship with the player, given what he knows about him, having worked with him for those couple of years at Bologna. So I think Juve will still I don't know the financial situation at Juve, then that's the only...
I think the AC Milan are also financially troubled at the minute. There's not a lot of money floating about, and Bologna are well within the rights to ask for big bucks, so it'll be interesting. But the Italian teams always seem to find a way of financing deals, don't they? Yeah. And getting it done. I think there has been speculation, heavy speculation in Bologna, and fears in Bologna that he might be lured away to the English Premier League. But my information is he believes he has unfinished business. He's thoroughly relishing playing in Serie A. He's loving it. He's loving the whole experience of it. He's thriving at that level. Bear in mind, it's only 12 months ago he was crowned as the best number 8 in Italian football, in the top flight of Italian football. Okay, granted, he's now got a problem because Scott McTominay and Billy Gilmore have turned up in the league. But how good is that for Scottish football?
I know, that's what I was going to say. How mad will it be when Ferguson gets back into the Scotland team, whether it's with Bologna or Juve or Milan, they've like a 3-man Serie A midfield for Scotland.
That's what I was going to say. It's amazing to have Juve and AC Milan chasing you, probably the 2 biggest teams in Italy, but it'd be great if Napoli went in for him, an all-Scotland midfield.
Well, do you know the interesting thing? Napoli's current director of football was at Juventus when Juventus were very close to signing Lewis Ferguson first time around. So I think he will certainly have an interest, but I think the way that Napoli play They've got a very set style. There's only really room for one attacking goal scoring midfielder in it. And Scott McTominay's kind of got. And now they actually went to sign McTominay after Lewis Ferguson's injury. So there's an interest there.
I can't wait for Napoli to sign him. The trio of Scots in midfield win Serie A together. And Steve Clark that still doesn't play the field for Scott.
Kenny McLean's got another cap.
What the cow will be playing?